Hi, we're going to make some fajitas this evening. In my big frying pan, I already chopped up. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to get the chicken going. Okay, so we're going to add a tablespoon or two oil. I always use olive oil, pure 100%. By their compliments, it's a little cheaper. Oil is expensive. Okay, so I have my pan on heating up, and while that's heating up, we're going to cut up some chicken. So I have 2 chicken breasts here. No, I have 3. I have 3 chicken breasts. I buy my chicken breasts in bulk and I freeze them individually into 2 or 3 packages. And that way they're ready for me when I'm cooking my meals. And 2 usually will feed 4 of us, because what I do is I take a full chicken breast, as you've seen me do before, and I slice it down the middle lengthwise. Slicing it down the middle lengthwise opens your breast into 2 breasts, which is more than enough. And I've got a small and a thin, a small and bigger one, which I wasn't paying much attention to how I was cooking it. But this will allow you to have more chicken, look like more chicken from less. I'm going to cut that other one again because it was a little thick, because we are making fajitas and what we want is little chicken strips. So cut it into a butterfly, cut it down the middle, and then I have 2 chicken breasts. Okay, we're going to cut those into slices. Make sure your fingers are out of the way and that you are using an extra sharp knife so that it glides right through your meat. We're going to throw that meat into that hot oil and it is going to fry up. And we'll get to the other hand. Ow! That was my finger. Okay, so then I've got all my chicken cut up. I'm going to throw it into the oil, separate it up some, and let it cook while we talk about the other stuff I have here. Remember, never use this cookie sheet or cutting board for anything else. I just want to give my hands a wash. You had raw chicken on there. It automatically has to be washed. I like these little plastic ones because I have so many of them. And when I cook so many things at once that I go through a lot of cookie sheets. And we don't want to use this knife either. It's contaminated with raw chicken. So that's gone. All right. So before I move on, I'm going to let that chicken cook up a little bit more. I wanted to show you, this was my last cooking class. And I batch record them too. So this wasn't sitting here for weeks. This is my general, I think it's called tau. I have to look it up. I think it's a Chinese food, but maybe it's Japanese. But anyway, this is chicken, right? Right? Chicken? No. It's tofu. And as long as you use your tofu with the right spices and the right sauces, you are not going to notice that it is not chicken. Not if you don't know. It helps reduce your grocery bills, because I know we are hurting. Our grocery bills are almost 3 times what they used to be, and meat is costing a fortune. And we've got so many people to feed. I've got 3 teenagers. 3 teenagers. It takes a lot to feed those kids and keep them full. Okay, so that is my chicken cooking up in hot oil. And we are going to add a fajita seasoning. Now, you can buy fajita seasoning at the store in packages. I prefer this because it is low sodium and it's all made from really good ingredients, as in no preservatives, gluten-free. It just is so much better for you. So it calls for 2 tablespoons, which is going to make it quite spicy. But once you add your vegetables to it, it will tame down. You could add less if you don't want it spicy. Okay, so there's my chicken starting. Chicken won't take very long. I would say probably 2 to 3 minutes on one side, flip it over, and about a minute. You just want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Now, you could make this chicken on a sheet pan and throw it in the oven. However, I don't want my oven on because I don't want it to be hot. Okay, so I'm going to let that chicken cook. So in this other pan, I have 2 onions sliced up, 2 peppers sliced into lengthwise, and a package of mushrooms. and I sauteed them all. Actually, the oven's off. Sauteed them, the stove's off. Sauteed them all separately. Now, what I used to do, I don't do it anymore, but when my kids were younger, I used to have this pan of vegetables, this pan of chicken, because my children were big on all those vegetables. Now, I love all those vegetables. What a great way to get vegetables into your system. You could add a salad if you wanted, but by having this and the chicken, you take it, you're going to mix it together, you're going to put it on a tortilla bread. You could add salsa to it if you wanted, sour cream, cheese, wrap it up. Everything's there. You do not need to add any more to that. You could have rice if you wanted, but you don't need a starch because your tortilla is a starch. And you don't need a salad. It's one all made. So that's why it's great as a sheet pan too, just using the sheet pan, everything on the sheet pan, one pan to wash. But like I was saying, for my children, I used to make this separate because they didn't like all those vegetables. So I would give them chicken with cheese or sour cream, and they would eat that up. Now that my chicken, you can see, is cooking. It's almost cooked. We'll get to add the vegetables in here in a few minutes, and that will be it all done. I want to tell you, I did add some red garlic to my vegetables. SPG would be another one, salt, pepper, garlic to add to that. Just give it a little more flavor. These are also great to have all made up, and the kids can just grab and make individually for an after-school snack, which anybody else have teens like me? Okay, so if you're interested in what's in back here boiling away, that's actually beets. I had purchased a big bag of beets, and I need to get them used up, and I myself love beets. And I was roasting them, but I thought I would cook some today. Let's cut them into cubes and make them into my power bowls for the week so that I get some more vegetables into me. All right, so we're going to add the vegetables to my chicken, and then actually I'm going to flip it into the bigger pan because there's more room. So we'll just add our chicken, turn it off, and everything's mixed up, and those are our fajitas. Now, if you wish to see more classes, please join my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and you won't miss out on any. And please follow me on my Facebook business page. I'm also on Instagram. And if you are interested in any of the products you've seen today that I use, you can reach out to me. I have a VIP group for all those interested. Okay, so there is one pot now, one pot of chicken and all your vegetables there, and you made a nice pot of fajitas. Again, you can buy the fajita seasoning at the store in a little package if you prefer, but I'm going to use my spices that I have, like they're gluten-free and especially for me, low sodium. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy.